Yeah, hi guys, welcome to Unacademy. Yeah, hi guys, welcome. So, am I audible, guys? Is my voice audible to everybody? Fine. So, in this session, we are going to see the third part of the 5th November 2020 Electronic Science question paper. Okay. So, coming to the previous sessions, we discussed about the part 1 and part 2, that means few questions we discussed. Now we are going to see the few more questions. So before going into this present session, here the announcement is that so Unacademy started the detailed course for the UGC NET paper 1 and the paper 2 electronic science. Okay, so I am going to deal both these two, paper 1 that is teaching and research aptitude and the electronic science. So paper 1 course already started from the 9th November onwards, and paper 2 electronic science started from the November 10th onwards. So the candidates who are going to write the exam in the next season, you may take the subscription plan, guys. So here in this online classes, so all the topics are going to be discussed as per the UGC syllabus. Fine. And the doubt clarifying sessions also will be provided. So if you are having any queries or doubts, you may ask. And coming to the subscription plans here. Okay, so I'm going to show you the different subscription plans. So here the 1 month, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. So these are the different subscription plans are there. So based upon the schedule when you want to write the exam, so based upon that one, you may take any one of the subscription plan, guys. Okay. So if you are planning to take the subscription plan, then use my referral code, that is ASWINI, then you are going to get the 10% discount on any one of the subscription plan. Okay, my Unacademy profile link as well as my subscription plan link, means subscription links are given in the description box of this video, so you may check down. Fine. So now we will go into the present session, guys. So before going into that one, all of you are audible. I mean, is my voice audible to all of you? Please let me know. So I am watching the comment section. So if you're, I mean, is my audio and video both these two are fine? So we'll go into the present part. So in the last part 1 and part 2, we discussed the 10 questions, and in the present session we are going to see the few more questions here. So first we will solve the network related problem. Okay, so first we will solve this one. Here one circuit is given, and to this circuit they are asking to find out the admittance parameters. Okay, yeah, so we will find out here. Just a minute, guys. Okay, so here the circuit is given, and y11, y12, y21, y22 are given. So we have to find out all the admittance parameters. So first of all, I1 is equal to y11 v1 plus y12 v2, and I21 is equal to y21 v1 plus y22 v2. Okay, so these are the equations for the admittance parameters. So now if you want to find out the y11, that is equal to I1 by v1, then here V2 has to be 0. So V2 has to be 0 means you have to short circuit this one, correct? We have to short circuit this one, and after short circuiting V2 becomes is equal to 0. Then we have to find out the relation between the V1 and I1. Okay, and here the current I, that means here the dependent current source is there. So here this current is 2V2. Now as per this circuit, here I1 is coming in this direction and 2V2 is coming in this direction. Okay, 2V2 is coming in this direction and I2 is coming in this direction. That means all these things are meeting at this node. So that means I can write that I1 plus 2V2 plus I2 is equal to 0. And if I short circuited the V2, that means V2 becomes is equal to 0. Then I can write down that I1 plus I2 is equal to 0. So whenever the I1 plus I2 is equal to 0, then I will get that I1 is equal to minus I2. Okay, I will get that I1 is equal to minus I2. Now, so I can write that I1 is equal to V1 minus VA divided by 2. That means let's take the voltage at this node is VA, and I can write down that I2 is coming like this. So I2 is equal to V2 minus VA divided by 2. I can write like this. But here I short circuited the V2, mean output port, then it becomes is equal to 0. Then I2 is equal to minus VA by 2. Okay, I will get like this. Now, so based upon these expressions, now I am taking that 2I1 is equal to V1 minus VA from this expression, and from this expression I can write down that 2I2 is equal to minus VA. That means minus VA can be written as a plus 2I2. Okay, so now here I am getting 2I1 is equal to plus 2I2. Fine. So now the current flowing through this one is 0 means, why? Because the V2 becomes is equal to 0 here. That means the current flowing through this branch is 0 means this entire loop becomes the one thing. Correct? This entire loop becomes the one thing. That means here, if I am taking this entire loop as one thing, then let's take the I1 is flowing here. Then I can take that V1 is equal to 2I1 plus 2I1. Okay, 2I1 plus 2I1. Then what here I will get? V1 by I1 is equal to 4. All of you understand this one? By short circuiting the output port. Why? Because if you want to get the Y11, V2 has to be 0. So if V2 has to be 0 means then 2V2 is there. If I make this one 0, then the current flowing through this branch becomes is equal to 0. Then the entire loop becomes the 1. Let's take the I1 is flowing. Then V1 by I1 is equal to 4. Then I1 by V1 is equal to 1 by 4. That means Y11 is equal to 1 by 4. So Y11 1 by 4 is there in this option. Okay, then you need not to find out the Y12 separately. Okay guys, fine. And now, so based upon these options, Y11 5 by 4, it is wrong. Okay, so A is correct and C is wrong. And next we have to try to find out the Y21 and Y22. So to find out the Y21 or else the Y22, so we have to make V1 as a 0, right? So if you want to make the V1 as a 0, just remove all these things. I'm just erasing. So if you want to make V1 as a 0 means we have to short circuit this one and whatever the current that is coming here the current I2 is coming, and here the I is coming, and here the I1 is coming. That means all these three are meeting at this point. Then the expression can be written as, based upon this circuit, the expression can be written as I1 plus 2V2 plus I2 is equal to 0. Fine. And let's take here some voltage VA is there. Okay, if I take like that, then I can write I2 as a V2 minus VA divided by 2. Okay, I2 as a V2 minus VA divided by 2. Correct? And next, I1 can be written as a V1 minus VA by 2. It becomes is equal to minus VA by 2. Okay, that means I1 becomes a minus VA by 2. So now here what I am doing is that let's take the I1, that is minus VA by 2 plus 2V2 plus here I2 is there. So I2 I got as a V2 minus VA by 0. So now based upon this expression, okay, if I simplify this one, then I will get the relation between the V2 and VA. Right? So if we simplify this expression, we are going to get the relation between the V2 and VA. So based upon that relation, so substitute here whatever the V2 VA is there, so you can substitute that one. Okay, see guys. So I will get as a minus VA, here minus VA by 2 and minus VA by 2, I will get as a minus VA, and plus 2V plus V2 by 2. Okay, so 2 plus 1 by 2 is nothing but a 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 V2 is equal to 0. And from this one I will get 5V2 is equal to 2VA. So I got the relation between the V2 and VA. Next. So while coming to the, based upon this expression, I1 is equal to minus VA by 2. Take this one, I1 is equal to minus VA by 2, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. Here from this one VA is nothing but 5 by 2 into V2, that is equal to minus 5 by 4 V2. That means I1 by V2 is equal to minus 5 by 4, right? I1 by V2 is nothing but a Y12. So Y12 I got as a minus 5 by 4. Correct? Yeah, oh fine. So Y12 is given as a minus. So already we confirmed, so it is not necessary to find out. So we have to find out the Y21. Okay, that is Y21. Okay, so coming to the main, based upon this thing, this concept, just try to find out the Y21 also. Then you will get down the, out of these three, one thing will be corrected. Okay. So let's try yourself guys. So find out Y11, Y12, Y21 and Y22. Here already I find out the Y11 and Y12, and next try to find out the Y21 and Y22. Next, the sequence of first to last steps involved in typical silicon gate NMOS transistor is. The sequence of first to last step involved in a typical silicon gate NMOS transistor is. So the first one is patterning the silicon dioxide layer, and second one is the gate oxidation, and next one is the implant or diffusions has to be done, and next one is the contact cuts, and the final step is the patterning of aluminum layer. So that means the third one is the correct. Next, the slew rate for 741, that is IC 741, is 0.5 volts per microsecond. The combination of maximum frequencies for an undistorted sine wave output of 10 volt peak and 1 volt peak are approximately. So from this question, actually slew rate means, slew rate can be taken as a input maximum. Okay, you can take the rate of change of output. Okay, how fast the rate of change of output is happening, and let's take the output is some proportional to peak voltage. Okay, that is VA sin omega t. directly proportional to, and I am just deriving this one, then I will get as a peak voltage into cos omega t into omega, and I have to take as a maximum. Slew rate means maximum rate of change of voltage. So if I take this one as a maximum means, then cos omega t value becomes is equal to 1, then I will get Vp into omega. So slew rate is equal to Vp into omega can be taken as a 2 pi f. So from this one, the f frequency can be taken as a slew rate divided by Vp into 2 pi. So that is equal to, what is the slew rate given in the problem? 0.5 volts per microsecond. That is 0.5 divided by 10 power minus 6. What is the one peak voltage is 10. You can observe here, one peak voltage is the 10. 2 into 3.14. That means we will get this one as a 0.5 divided by 10 into 10 power minus 6 into 2 into 3.14. So calculate guys, what is the answer we will get? So I am calculating 0.5 divided by 2 into 3.14 is equal to, so I am getting some 796 like that. Yeah, it is becoming to 8 kilohertz. Next, similarly find out to the 1 volt peak voltage also. 1 volt peak voltage means, let's take this one as a sorry, instead of 10 take as a 1 volt. Okay, so instead of this one take as a 1 volt. And now calculate guys, calculate, and what will be the answer? What will be the answer you will get? If you take the 1 volt, you will get the 80 kilohertz. That means the first option is the correct one. Is it clear to everybody? Fine. Shall we go to the next question? The statement which is not applicable to Moore machine. Which is not applicable to Moore machine. So Moore machine depends upon the present state only, and it requires more number of state comparing with the Mealy machine, and input changes doesn't affect the output here, because if the first one is correct, then automatically the third one is also correct. And the characteristic equation of output can be given as S of t and X of t. Okay, if it is not depending upon the this thing, then automatically there will be no X of t. So here the fourth one is the wrong one, but as per the given question, the fourth one is the correct option. Is it clear to everybody? Next. So differential phase shift keying, amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, DSBSC. So which one matches to which one, guys? Just think. Phase shift keying. Phase shift keying is a non-coherent detector, and amplitude modulations, rectifier detectors, frequency modulations, ratio detector, double sideband suppressed carrier, coherent detectors. Okay, so we will get that mean based upon this one, A goes to 1 and B goes to 4 and C goes to 2 and D goes to 3. That means the first option is the correct one. Next. So here assertion and reason is given. So in gun effect is nothing but a gun diode. You will be having like this. The VA characteristics we will get like that. Okay. So from here and here. So we can tell that it is a threshold. We can tell that, let's take it is a threshold. So when electric field is varied from 0 to threshold, the drift velocity decreases. If the drift velocity decreases, then how come the current increases, guys? Right? There is a meaning, right? If the drift velocity of the electrons decreases, then how come the current increases? Correct? So it won't decrease. That means the assertion is the wrong. And beyond the threshold electric field, if the electric field, nothing but this one, the potential difference is increased, the drift velocity is decreased and the diode exhibits the negative resistance. Exactly. Okay, that means here the R is the correct one. So based upon this one, A is not the correct and R is the correct one. So fourth option is the correct one. Okay, fine. So these are all the questions. And here one practice for your practicing purpose, I gave you one thing to find out the Y21 as well as the Y22. Okay, so to find out the Y21, you have to short circuit the V2. Fine. So short circuit the V2 and then the Y21 becomes is equal to I2 by V1. And to find out the Y22, you have to short circuit the V1 and Y22 becomes is equal to I2 by V2. Okay. So by taking these things, just try to calculate the Y21 as well as the Y22. Okay. And just find out of all these four options. Okay, here it is confirmed, but out of all these four, which one will be the correct one? You can decide based upon both these two calculations. Fine. Yeah. So it is a present session, guys, and a few more questions we will see in the next session. So today we discussed about, so yesterday we stopped with 10 and it is 11th question, and today 12, 13 and 14 and 15, 16 and the 17. So total 17 questions we saw up to now, and tomorrow at the same time we will come up with the remaining few more questions. Okay, guys. Fine. So before ending the session, just one announcement is that for the UGC NET paper 1, that is teaching and research aptitude, as well as the electronic science complete course is provided by the Unacademy. Okay, and I am going to take both the two subjects, paper 1 as well as the paper 2 electronic science, and this detailed course of both these two already started from November 9th onwards. Okay, so here very much flexibility will be there for your preparation purpose. Okay, so for your cracking the JRF, it will helpful to you very much. Okay, and here the different subscription plans are there. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and 24 months. So out of this one you may take any one of the subscription plan, guys. Okay, so if you are planning to take the before taking the subscription plan, just have a look on my profile link. My profile link is there in the description box of this video. Okay, have a look on that one and use my referral code, that is ASWINIK. Then you will get the 10% discount on any one of the subscription plan. Okay, so it is a present session, guys. Okay, and tomorrow we will meet the same timing with the